and kind of what led to this. So effectively, we took over as the community. We took over the management of the blockchain, so to speak, or the coordination of the blockchain, because EOS, when the foundation was created, didn't have a centralized entity, didn't have a foundation. The network didn't launch with any team allocated tokens or any kind of foundation as other layer ones typically have. And so after it became apparent that the company that launched the ICO wasn't really going to be supporting the network, they weren't delivering on their promises, and they weren't really developing the code base anymore. That's really what the trigger was. The foundation was created by the community for the community, and essentially the rebranding effectively started then. And that's almost 4 years ago now, because the foundation was created in August of 2021. So when we first started, we didn't even have access to the GitHub repo. We didn't have access to the IP for the logo, for example, for the chestahedron. We didn't have access to the social media accounts. So one by one, we needed to create our own IP essentially. So we forked the GitHub repo, and we created a new brand around the software stack, the underlying software stack that powers the network. We created new socials, and over time, we started creating our own code base as well. So we've hard forked a few times since then. We've added a lot of functions and features to the code base, and so the rebranding effectively began pretty much 4 years ago. But we always knew that at some point, when we were looking at this idea of a rebrand, it was kind of in a spectrum. On one end, you don't change anything. On one end, you just leave everything in status quo, and you just keep going in the same direction that the network had been previously going. And on the other end of the spectrum, you go all the way to change the name, change the token ticker, and you really essentially create a new brand and a new